Hello ladies and gentlemen, we're back with another video. So another tier list video. Today I'm going to be ranking every single DCAU series that ever came out. Starting off, we have Superman the animated series. I'm going to put it great because yeah, it's a very solid show. Very not solid, 8 out of 10. Yeah, 8 out of 10. I'll put 8 out of 10 here. Then Banger 9 out of 10. Then 10 out of 10 absolute cinema. Basically the Martin Scorsese meme. Batman Beyond, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. I really love the first season. The first season was cinema, I won't lie. Episode 13, the last episode where Terry finally confronted with power, I was like, oh my god, I'm really loving this. The new Batman Adventures, I put it as banger. It's not really quite touching the levels of a 10 out of 10 like Batman the animated series.
You need to just stop.
But I do love the redesigns with Batman. I do love the Nightwing and Team Drake dynamic. I love the Batman, Team Drake and Nightwing dynamic. I love the Barbara. Okay, no, not as. I don't really love the Barbara Gordon dynamic as much. Yeah, I don't know. Barbara Gordon was a bit too freaky in my opinion. Like, okay, she's a 17-year-old Bruce Timm. I don't know why you wanted that type of narrative in this story, bro. It's like she's a 17-year-old. I think the target audience is like 11 to 15-year-old. I don't think that's what they are looking for. Give him Catwoman or something. Okay, Justice League. I'm tempted to put it in a banger because I won't say it was like a 10 out of 10. But then it was a 10 out of 10. It set up Justice League Unlimited, which I'll say was like a complete 10 out of 10. I really love Justice League. It's 1 hour format, 2 episodes in 1 hour, as per like part 1 and part 2. Was done very well. I loved the storytelling. I loved how they all formed. I loved the season 1 finale with Vandal Savage. Yeah, I really loved that. The whole World War II, bringing back a laptop to World War II and like just reversing the whole of time essentially. I loved that. I think another standout episode was the episode with the Justice Lords. Basically, Flash died in that universe, so Superman and the Justice League became tyrants and overseeing the world, removing free will but making some type of perfect dystopia. But like in a way, it's like Brave New World. If you've read the book, it's like this type of messed up perfect dystopia. So it's like utopia. It's not really what you're looking for. Then I think the season 2 finale. I love the season 2 finale. The Tanagarian invasion with Kuro Talak and Hawkgirl, making Hawkgirl seem like a traitor. All of that. Yeah, I think I've basically convinced myself to keep it as a 10 out of 10. Let's get to Gotham Girls, and I am going to keep it at, yeah, definitely not banger. Yeah, I swept you with that one.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Okay, it was the compilation of shorts with the villains. I think it's, I don't know, I wasn't born when they were airing it, but I'm sure it aired before the new Batman Adventures. Nothing too special. Probably just like a 7 or 6 out of 10. Static Shock. I really want to put it in banger, but I guess I'll put it in great. The first 3 seasons were peak. I like how it started off as like its own section of DC. Because if you know, the original comics, I think they were called Milestone Comics, where Static was from, weren't actually part of DC. They were just published by DC. So it was not in the DC universe. So that's how the show somehow started, even though it was like produced by DC. Until like the 2nd and 3rd season, where we had crossovers with Batman Beyond, Justice League, Superman.
I guess Superman did help out Static. A little. That's Static. S-T-A.
So you two saw the fight?
Yeah, we saw.
Really? Where were you when it happened?
I really loved those episodes. And I think even the Teen Titans were referenced, because they were referenced once in one of those episodes, and I'm sure there would have been a Teen Titans show, but I guess that was never made. So we got the 2003 show, which was good enough, I guess. Yes, I love the 2003 show, but I was not ranking it in this video, so that just know that. Oh my god, I said all of that in one breath. Now we have the last 2. Yeah, this video is quite quick, I can't lie. But yeah, the last 2, Justice League Unlimited and Batman the Animated Series. Justice League Unlimited, I'll keep it at cinema. These 3 seasons, very, very good. I loved it. To an extent, I wish we actually got more, but I'll say the ending was perfect on its own. The standout season of this show was definitely season 2, and I like how it carried elements from Justice League into Justice League Unlimited. So it's like, to an extent, you have to have watched Justice League to understand season 2 of Justice League Unlimited. The whole Justice Lords, it basically had this whole arc of Lex Luthor trying to become president, because in Justice League, Lex Luthor went to prison, but he came out of prison to help the Justice League take down the Justice Lords. But then, I'm just trying to narrate this whole storyline. But then, for government to set Lex Luthor free, they had to explain why they needed him, and they explained that there was an alternate Earth that was trying to invade this Earth with an evil Justice League. Government now realized, oh my god, Loki, we might be powerless against this. They have a full watchtower in space. So what if they decide to just turn against us? I believe that was the whole arc of season 2. And Lex Luthor, with his whole presidential campaign, basically trying to make Superman go insane.
Foolish, faceless man. My campaign is a farce, a small part of a much grander scheme. President. Do you know how much power I'd have to give up to be president? That's right, conspiracy buff. I spent $75 million on a fake presidential campaign. All just to tick Superman off.
You what?
I spent $75 million on a fake presidential campaign. All just to tick Superman off.
Like, there was actually this episode where Superman fought with Shazam and they destroyed the full city because Superman was basically paranoid, thinking that there was a bomb under there. The government trying to like shape the Justice League as evil, set them up, lots of stuff that happened till the whole build up of the Justice League finally confronting Argus and Amanda Waller, and Flash almost dying, Lex Luthor and Brainiac merging together. Yes, that happened, but that was just like a crazy last 4 episodes. And I think a standout that's like not part of the original 7, but a standout character in that season, I'll give it to Green Arrow and The Question. I really love The Question because in the comics, The Question is more like, he's not a crazy conspiracy theory dude. He's like a normal guy with philosophy dabbled in him and trying to like venture off how he wants to go about life and vigilantism. But in this show, they made him a complete conspiracy theory guy, like very paranoid and not trusting anything. And I love that character. I just wish that version of his character was integrated into the mainline comics. But yeah, I've not gotten The Question in the main timeline since like 2011. That's why I hope in this James Gunn's DCU he gets a project to himself, then he will now come back to the main comics and basically at least become as popular as Daredevil. I think I've rambled enough about Justice League Unlimited, and now let's go to the last one, which is drumroll please. Yeah, editor may add some drumroll. Okay, yeah, you have added the drumroll, right? Batman the Animated Series. Yeah, clap. Editor may add clapping. Yeah, Batman the Animated Series. I don't know what else you would even want me to say. This show basically brought DC to the limelight, more or less. This show was very, very good. I loved the dynamics with Joker. I loved the episodes with Harvey Dent. I loved Clayface, and it's crazy that the DCEU wasn't able to replicate this because of their greed and their need to be as good as Marvel for some reason, which was very dumb. But now that Superman has come out and it's going out with lots of good reviews, I'm just happy that maybe this new DC would at least try and replicate how good this whole universe was, or even surpass it. Yes, I really wanted to surpass it, because if I just can't stop saying I loved this show, because it was very, very good.